So welcome back to my channel and on my journey for a perfect brushless ESC for crawlers. And I'm sure I found it. So and we talk about ESCape32, which is the firmware running on the ESCs. So the firmware is all which makes the magic happens with the brushless motors, and of course a little bit the hardware as well. But the firmware running there is the software, the program is doing their job, the code, to drive the motor. And I show you later on how to set it up and how to do it. This is, for example, a ESC I have flashed out of a Bell Heli or AM32. This I bought by the developer, which is a super nice guy and always helpful, answering all my questions, even if they're sometimes a little bit annoying. But he's really a cool guy, and he's doing a great job, and I want to say thank you to him. I will link the GitHub project. I will link below in the comment section. And you can write me what you think about this in the comments. What's the best? It's working perfect. Torque is there, slow corolla is there, punch is there, system isn't getting hot, and what's super nice, even if you're on your journey and you're around and you have this thing with you, this is a Wi-Fi dongle, you just connect it to your servo cable like this, and you hit up the power. See, now it's on. This is one of the basic things, and I will show you later the settings, but now I can show you how to connect. Super easy. You just hit the ESCape32 Wi-Fi link there. Then you have all the settings, magic, and you can do every firmware upload, or you even could do bootloader, new ones, and so on. You do it all with the Wi-Fi dongle. There's no need for a computer at all. Every Wi-Fi device can handle this. I do it with the phone, with the Android. I do it with my Apple phone, with my Apple iPad, my Android, my PC, with every device running Wi-Fi. I can go in and I can change the settings. So keep this in mind, and you can take the dongle with you. So even if it's in the car, you just pull the servo cable, put it in. And now I show what I mean with why this one the good. So I show you the TRX4M, slightly modified. I have an Enduro 14 pole motor in it, and let's connect the battery. We'll hear a nice sound. Damn, good sound. So this is from my oldest son, the car. Now you see what I mean. This is slow, huh? Super slow. Quiet and slow. And you have the torque. You want to wait until it's up? Yeah. Maybe close. What's this one? That you see? And you can go slow as you want. And you have a punch, super important as well. Slow, you can't make it. Yes, super nice punch. Show you now the torque. Pressing fully down, tires holding. And if you need more power, wow, hopefully we don't break anything. It was, I think, close. I think you will break the drivetrain. So, and now I show you the settings and what's important, but this runs on everything. This is a wiper motor. I had it running on the FureTech Venom motor. And come on, I show you the 018P T-Hunter as well. So this was the TRX4M. I think this one is not so easy. Where's the ESC? So I just take the ESC, connect it with my FureTech motor inside here, and plug the ESC as always and the RX. Easy. Now I need a battery. Here. Yeah, I know this is boring. You do this all the time when you're out, but now you have to watch me, and I can tell you it's a lot of fun with the ESC. And the dude doing it is really super nice. Should be this one. See, this is the PureTech Cedar in-runner motor. Can go slow. As with the FOC system from PureTech. I mean, PureTech is, let's say, like the gold standard. It's a true company, consumer company. So maybe with the PureTech and their Bluetooth, it's maybe easier and it's really good. FOC. Only bummer for me is it's kind of expensive and I have trouble to waterproof this one. Because we are always out playing submarine. So now I show you all the settings, what you need to know as a crawler. This is part 2. So enjoy and have it. So now I just plugged the Wi-Fi dongle in my to my servo cable and the battery is in, and then I get here this ESCape32 Wi-Fi link and I just click it, and when it's connected it pops up this settings. I have all my settings just in front of me with any device. So we have 3 tabs: firmware, you can update, downgrade your firmware, you can upgrade your bootloader, downgrade your bootloader, whatever you want. Music, if you're creative, you can do some music to your motor sounds when it starts up. And you can do your settings over here. Isn't this nice? It just pops up. You don't need an app or anything. You just need a Wi-Fi device, the dongle, and you can change anything on your system. By the way, you can use the ESC with the firmware for brushed motors as well. What's interesting for us is reverse direction. This is clear, I guess, for everyone. First is the timing. It tells you when they change the polarities, the magnets, or shut it down before they cross, because this is interesting when it's when the motor spins faster, so it's more efficient to change the polarity before they cross. This is my understanding for it, but I'm not a native speaker. It's super hard to explain for me. For us crawlers, I would start with 15, depending on your motor and so on. And if you go down with the degrees, then you get a better torque, but at the higher end of the RPMs or your throttle, it will not be this efficient. But you're way more efficient, you have more power, and the slow crawl in the lower RPMs is lower. This is, I wouldn't go below 7. 8 is a good value, but I would start with 15 and then I work my way down. Then we have the sine range. This is where the sine mode, where you get the extra power for your slow crawl and super slow crawl in the lower RPMs. And this is set to 20 for me on my system. That means on the first 20% of the throttle, I'm running in sine mode. Starts from 5 to 25. I think you can put in the value, and 0 is no sine mode. Then we have the sine power. This is from 1 to 15. You should start. I have the 14 in here. You should start at 8 normally, and then you can make you way up or steps up, because if you go too close to 15, your system will getting very hot. I know my small motors up there, they can handle 12. This is a good value. Then don't get too hot, because as higher your sine power is, as more heat gets in your system, um, and this is not good for the motor or the ESC. You can burn it. So start with 8 and work your way up, but always check motor and ESC for heat. So the next one interesting for us is here the duty min. It is the duty circles when the motor starts. So if it's a little bit lower, it could start a little bit slower the motor. But I'm using a 2S battery and a super small motor. So for me, I need to set the value a little bit higher to 3. Then it starts without cocking or anything on a steep incline as well with my heavy rigs, and it's turning. If you want to go down to 1, there would be huge advantage in using a 3S or 4S battery. There's you the EC would in general work better with 3 or 4S. I just use 2S. This is just a side note for you. And if I have with my small motors and 2S duty min on the 3, super nice. I have the slow crawl, but it starts very powerful. No cocking, no nothing. The ramp power is how your ESC reacts on your transmitter, or on the change on the acceleration or the throttle. So if the value is a little bit higher, it's a little bit slower in it, so you don't get too fast changes. But it's super tiny, or in a super narrow timing, so maybe you don't recognize it. So I tested now at 25. You can go to 20. Should be a good value. I'm just testing around. Due to rate, you don't touch normally. Duty drag is your drag brake, and you have to check which value is very good, because as higher your drag brake is, as more heat you get into the system when your motor is standing, because the magnets hold the magnets get the electricity in it, the amps, to hold your car, that the motor can't turn, and higher values will bring more heat into the system. So always check that you're at the lower end of when your drag brake is working. I know Outrunner mostly need a little bit more. Then gearing is interesting. So when you have set your drag brake and it's working, always check your system if it's heating up or not. And of course, you need to activate the duty lock. Activate the drag brake. Throttle mode: forward, reverse, forward brake, reverse, forward and brake. I think I don't need to explain anything there. The last value is protect stall. Is when your system or your car or your tires get stalled, and this gives some extra power to the motor to work against the stall. Its maximum is 8% extra power working against the stall, but it's only working in trap mode, not in sine mode, because the sine mode is kind of blind. So set your stall protection somewhere between 2500 and 2800 or 2300 to 2800, because there's a little, it's when you leave your sign mode and you come into the regular mode or the trap mode, and your stall protection is too low, then you maybe get a sag in your RPMs. So it's working kind of with the sign mode. Is sign mode very weak, or you have your sign mode power at 2 or 3, and the stall protection is high, then you maybe get a jump, so you can smooth out there the transition as well. So if you recognize, I haven't, for me the system is perfect and I have no gap there. The transition is super smooth for me, so I let it like it is, so I have no jumps or sacking in the RPMs. Next is temperature, the protection temperature, which is very good. It's just measuring the ESC. It's not measuring the motor because we have no sensors in the motor. So 80 is a super good value, maybe 85. It protects your ESC in case it would getting hot. To have a protection for the ESC is always good. The motor isn't protected, no sensor in the motor, so when you do all the settings, maybe always check regularly if your system is getting hot or not. So do a lot of slow crawl and heavy working, and then check if it's getting hot or not hot. The protect voltage is voltage cutoff. If your cell's down to 34, standing for 3.4 volts, you get the voltage cutoff. Protect cells. This is what kind of battery you go, 2S, 3S, 4S, but this is on serious auto detection. I would start with at 5S, maybe 4S or 5S, to put in here the value that you have 4 cells. If you have 4S or 5S, you have 5 cells. So it will be way more accurate. The developer has some ESCs with BECs on it, and you can change the value of the voltage of the BEC in the app here, or in the settings over here. This is super nice. Okay, beep volume, beacon, I don't have to explain you, but you can put on the LEDs here on your ESC. So then you just hit save, it's done. You can pull off the Wi-Fi dongle from the system, and you can put back your servo cable into your rig, and you can drive with all the settings. So this is for settings. So hopefully it was kind of clear. Maybe I do another one or something when I figured out more. Then I will do another settings go through. This is the first one. For my learnings and my annoying questions, I think I get some corrections after this video, but this is good. Then I make the next one. So enjoy this one, and now I show you driving footage of the car, and then we are going to enjoy it. So now have a look how it works. See. Super slow. Let's go a little bit faster. The video is taking too long. And then we go here. Look. Super slow. Then we'll wait for the grip. Working the way up. And yeah, no watch punch there as well. So hopefully you enjoyed the video about ESC, about the ESCape32. I would give it a try if I were you, because I already have done it. And maybe write me something in the comment section. I will have all the links you need and the description. So enjoy this one, and yeah, have a good time.